10 fun riddles for geniuses only. So, focus carefully, think fast, and don't cheat. Challenge number 1. A diamond ring disappeared from a hotel room while its owner was having breakfast. 3 hotel workers had entered the room. The maid said, "I changed the bed sheets." The waiter said, "I delivered orange juice." The maintenance worker said, "I repaired the air conditioner." Who is the thief? Focus on every detail. The waiter is the thief. His empty tray is inside the room, but the lock record shows he never entered after the owner left. He must have entered earlier, hidden inside, and stolen the ring after the owner departed. Challenge 2. A flight attendant was checking the airplane cabin and noticed. For passengers sitting quietly in their seats, a young woman was resting peacefully. A teenage boy in a hoodie had his eyes closed. An old lady sat with her hands folded. An elderly man rested with both hands on his cane. Who is dead? Focus on every detail. The old lady is dead. The clue is the flies buzzing around her head. That unusual detail shows she is the one who is dead. Challenge 3. During a sudden power outage, a businessman was attacked inside his locked office. 3 people were nearby. The cleaner said, "I was mopping the hallway." The electrician said, "I was repairing the electrical panel." The security guard said, "I was watching the CCTV cameras." Who attacked him? Focus on every detail. The security guard attacked him. The broken badge piece in the victim's hand matches the missing corner of the guard's badge. He also lied about watching the CCTV cameras because the electricity was out. Challenge 4. A man entered a cafe during a heavy rainstorm. Everyone outside was soaked, but his clothes, shoes, and hair were completely dry. He had no umbrella, raincoat, hat, or vehicle. Why was he dry? Focus on every detail. He was standing beneath the cafe's long entrance canopy before walking inside. The canopy connected to the neighboring building, allowing him to reach the door without entering the brain. Challenge 5. A wealthy man was found unconscious in his study at midnight. His nephew claimed, "I discovered him when I entered to close the curtains." The detective immediately arrested the nephew. How did the detective know he was lying? Focus on every detail. The nephew could not have entered to close the curtains because the curtains were already closed and the room was completely dark. He could not have seen their position from the doorway. Challenge 6. A detective finds 3 locked boxes. The red box says, "The treasure is not here." The blue box says, "The treasure is inside the green box." The green box says, "The blue box is lying." Only one statement is true. Which box should be opened? Focus on every detail. The treasure is inside the red box. If the red statement is false, the treasure is in the red box. The blue statement is also false, and the green statement is the only true statement. Challenge 7. 2 women were sitting in a playground while a little boy climbed the slide ladder. Woman A was calmly looking at her phone. Woman B was leaning forward with worried eyes, watching the boy closely. Who is the mother? Focus on every detail. Woman B is the mother. She is closely watching the child with concern and attention, which is a natural sign of a caring parent. Challenge 8. A grocery store was robbed, and 3 people outside were questioned. Tom said, "I was buying fruit." Ryan said, "I was waiting for the bus." Leo said, "I was just jogging past." Who is the robber? Focus on every detail. Ryan is the robber. He was still wearing one glove, likely because he forgot to remove it after using it during the robbery to avoid fingerprints. Challenge 9. At the airport, a guard noticed 3 unattended bags after a theft. One bag had clothes neatly folded inside. One bag had books and snacks. One bag contained expensive jewelry hidden under a layer of dirty laundry. Which bag belongs to the thief? Focus on every detail. The bag with jewelry hidden under dirty laundry belongs to the thief. The stolen valuables were being hidden to avoid suspicion. Challenge 10. A man trapped in a tall building had to choose one of 3 elevators. Elevator 1 had broken cables hanging from the top. Elevator 2 was full of smoke from an electrical fire. Elevator 3 had a sign saying, "Out of order for inspection." He quickly chose the safest one. Which elevator is safe? Focus on every detail. Leave your answer in the comment. And that's how we've completed solving 10 puzzles together. Were you able to solve them all? Share your answers in the comments and tell us which puzzle was the hardest for you. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to catch all our latest puzzle and challenge videos.